Hey YouTubers, it's Here Comes Charlie. Just like to show you my new pipe collection. I recently put an ad in a local online newspaper looking for a couple pipes because I wanted to fatten up my collection. I heard from a retired chap who had been a pipe smoker in previous years, and he wanted to sell me one or two of his pipes. So I went over to his place, and here's what he had laid out on the dining room table. So although I intended on initially buying just a couple pipes, after talking to him, he said, "What would you want to pay for the whole thing?" I didn't really think I wanted the whole thing. I did, but it wasn't in the budget. And so in the end, he sold me everything here for $150 Canadian. It certainly was not due to my astute bargaining skills. He knew exactly what it was worth, and I think that he was just excited about seeing the collection go to someone who is enthusiastic. So I'm very thankful for that, and I couldn't be happier. So I just want to walk you through this collection and show you what I have, just a quick overview. I'll start right in the middle, 6 Petersons. Everything here I believe was purchased in the late 70s, early 80s, so I'm just going to run through some of these quickly. Everything has been used, as you can see. There were a number of deposits on the stem. 4 of these pipes are in very good shape. 2 of them have issues. This pipe has, which I just love, I think this is one of my favorites out of all of them, has a crack in the bowl right here. You may not be able to see, but it doesn't extend all the way through the bowl. So I smoked it the other night, and it smokes absolutely fine. I just love the feel and weight of it. It's a military, an army pipe, I believe that is, with a nickel band, but I love it. I'm a big fan of Petersons. 3 of them have the nickel band, and 3 have a sterling silver band. This is one of my favorite pipes in the entire collection. I absolutely love this, and I started out liking straight pipes. Now I'm really more attracted to bent pipes, I think, but this one I love for a number of reasons. For those of you that have not tried the Peterson lip, now that I've tried it, I'm a huge fan. They say that the smoke is directed upwards onto your palate. I find that is the case. It's very comfortable. It's tongue friendly if you tend to smoke too fast, as I might occasionally, because I'm still fairly new. And if you're a clencher that likes to hold a pipe in your teeth, this one is fantastic. The saddle bit has absolutely no taper to it. It's flat. It's very easy and comfortable to hold in your mouth. And if I was someone who, that was one of the criteria for buying a pipe, I would buy one of these. Love the P-lip, love the flat design of the saddle bit. Nice little pipe. So anyway, that's the Petersons. These 2, very similar, one rusticated, one smooth. I'm looking forward to getting better acquainted with these pipes. I'll keep moving around the table. Next, part of this purchase included 4 Brighams. Brighams are a Canadian pipe. They grade their pipes according to the number of dots. This one I love, the shape, this little Dublin. I'm very attracted to that pipe. It feels great in your hand. I like the shape. That's a 3 dot. All of these are 3 dots except for this one, which is a 4 dot. So if you have a look at the stem, most of these pipes have that level of oxidation on them. I haven't restored anything yet, but I've spent a lot of time looking online, pipes.org, YouTube video. They've all been really good sources of information, and so I hope to eventually become more skilled at restoring these. But I'll show you what I did just quickly with an X-Acto knife. I had to go at that with an X-Acto knife. Now, I don't know if you can see, but the stem is slightly faceted from the scraping. So this has not been bleached yet, but I will bleach it. That is just with an X-Acto knife, so it does clean off all the colors of the deposit. The next go with this will probably be some white compound on a buffing wheel as soon as I can get one. And I may bleach this as well because it is grayed out a little bit. But I think they'll all come back, so I'm looking forward to dealing with these pipes one after the other. So those are the Brighams. This is a lovely little GBD pipe, a little straight pipe. Most of these pipes had quite a bit of deposit around the rim. I've seen a couple posts on YouTube that say that just saliva and your finger is the best way to get that away, and I would support that for sure. It's a little time consuming, but if you rub too vigorously, especially with a terry cloth or something, there is the risk of removing some of the stain, which I actually started to do on this. I caught it fairly early, but it was a good lesson to me that you just have to go slow, be patient. A little saliva in your finger is going to clean that up as good as anything. This is an example of that, actually. A lovely little Burke's pipe. It was completely black on the top with tar, just a finger and a little bit of spit, and that came up in about 20 minutes or so. So I'll be doing that with all the pipes. Nice little English Burke's pipe right there. Some of these pipes have a couple issues, as I mentioned. This is one of those. Now, I was after having a look at everything and determining that there are a couple issues with some of these pipes, it actually struck me that this is a good opportunity to try and refit these pipes and clean them up, because there's not too much at stake. It's not like I'm working with a $500 pipe. So this little pipe called Captain Fortune is this. I'm not familiar with that make at all, but this has a crack in the shank. Right here, just a hairline crack, so that may very well be repairable. I'm not sure if I'll deal with it or not, but anyway, this is a stem that I've bleached for 12 hours. It came out completely black. After that, I just gave a little bit of a buff with some toothpaste. So I'm just slowly trying to clean these stems up, and some of them by scraping, some by bleaching, just to see how everything works. In the front here, this is a little stubby little George Jensen pipe. And this one doesn't look like much, but this pipe feels better in my hand than anything I've ever owned before or held before. It's fantastic, fully bent, feels great in your mouth, very nice in your hand, and it's almost like the pipe disappears. It's so comfortable. So, that maybe just emphasizes the tobacco a little bit. And this is not a pipe that I hold and feel conscious that I'm doing so. I love the ergonomics anyway. A nice little pocket pipe, very tiny, as you can see. I don't know, I don't recognize this logo at all from this maker, but I think this is going to be one of my favorite pipes by the time I get it cleaned up. A beautiful black sandblast. The bowl is very large, very deep given the shape of the pipe. I love this, the plateau top on it. I think this is really going to come back nicely. I'm really liking that pipe right now. Moving on to the right here, a Camoys. Very similar to the first pipe I ever bought, a bulldog with a diamond shank saddle bit. I've given that a bit of a scrape, so it'll clean up. This one, I can't say that I'm really feeling the love for this, but it's an interesting little Belgian pipe. Originally it was meerschaum lined. I think the meerschaum bowl has fallen out. So what I can see in there, I believe, is wood filler. So I may scrape that out, try to get it down to wood again. This was my very first attempt at bleaching a stem. 12 hours in bleach, a little bit of Vaseline to protect the label, and the inside of the stem as well, the part that inserts into the shank of the pipe. I covered that with Vaseline. I think that's the tenon that I covered with Vaseline. So it came out nice and black. It's going to buff up beautifully. There's also a number of tobacco pouches that came with this purchase. Most of them are new or near new. Just a little tobacco pouch, a couple singles, very nice old Oxblood Pierre Cardin, one pipe and tobacco pouch. And this one I believe is brand new. Purchased in the early 80s would be my guess. Never used, in perfect condition. Quite happy to have that. One of the final pipes, as I just move around the table, is a Lorenzo. Nice big bent. A few lighters. These two do not work. This one does, however, so I haven't had a good look at those, but I imagine I will. And this is a Bjarn pipe. I'm really attracted to this one too. This is a lovely looking pipe made by Danish pipe maker Bjarn Nielsen, who I understand has just passed away fairly recently. But a beautiful pipe, lovely shape to it, and I'm looking forward to getting better acquainted to this one and cleaning it up. And it's my first Danish pipe, so I think that's absolutely beautiful. And behind that, I'll just move this out of the way, is a lovely rusticated Savinelli. Again, there's a little bit of a clean, but it'll come back. These pipes, most of them are not in perfect condition, but they'll be fine for me. A couple pipe stands, double, another double, and a 6-pipe stand with tobacco box. Most of the Petersons came with their own box, so I have that and the original literature and the pipe stock as well. A couple big packs of matches, little pipe stand. Anyway, that's it. So that's my collection. I'm thrilled to have it. Looking forward to getting better acquainted with these and cleaning them up a little bit. And that's it. So hope you enjoyed the tour, and have a fantastic day, you guys. See you.